Here's a truth that flips the usual ideas about attraction upside down. Most men believe arousal is instant, like flipping a light switch. But studies show that nearly 85% of women don't feel genuine desire until something essential happens first. And it's not about looks, money, or charm. It's something deeper. For years, I couldn't figure it out. Some dates felt electric, filled with connection, while others fizzled out, even when the interest was clearly there. Then I came across the science, the psychology, the actual research on how female arousal really works, and it changed everything for me. Today, I'll reveal the 5 key stages of female arousal, the process that most men skip, leaving them confused and frustrated. This isn't about tricks or pickup lines. This is about understanding human psychology and learning how real attraction unfolds. Stage 1: Emotional safety. Every spark begins in the mind, not the body. Before a woman can feel truly attracted to you, her subconscious needs to know one thing: am I safe with this man? This safety isn't only about physical protection, it's emotional and psychological. It's about whether she can relax, whether she feels her boundaries will be respected, and whether you're someone she can open up to without fear of being judged or manipulated. From an evolutionary standpoint, women who misjudged a partner's character risked serious consequences. Those instincts haven't vanished just because society has changed, they're still wired into female psychology. So what does emotional safety look like in everyday life? It's the way you react when she says no, it's whether you truly listen when she speaks instead of waiting for your turn. It's how you handle small disagreements: do you stay calm and respectful, or do you push and pressure her? I once dated a woman who always pulled back when things got more intimate. I thought it was about chemistry, but one night she told me the truth. You don't really listen to me. You cut me off, you brush off my opinions. How can I feel safe opening up to you when you dismiss the small things? That hit me hard. I realized I was trying to build physical attraction without laying the foundation of emotional trust. And without that foundation, nothing can last. Emotional safety is built over time through consistency. By respecting her boundaries, valuing her perspective, and showing that honesty will never be punished. It's not just what you say, it's how you make her feel. And when she feels truly safe, attraction finally has space to grow. Stage 2: Mental stimulation. Once emotional safety is in place, the second stage comes alive: mental stimulation. And this is where most men completely miss the mark. For women, attraction often begins in the mind long before it shows up in the body. Research makes it clear: while men usually experience arousal as a direct physical response, women's arousal is layered, fueled by psychology, emotion, and imagination. But here's the good news: mental stimulation isn't about quoting philosophy or pretending to be a genius. It's about engaging her mind in ways that make her feel alive, curious, and connected. Think of it like this: do your conversations make her light up? Does she leave the interaction with her thoughts still circling around you? That's the magic of mental stimulation. I once went on a date where I spent the whole evening talking about my job, my opinions, my achievements. She smiled politely, but the energy was flat. Then, on another date, I shifted gears and asked her real questions about her passions, her creative projects, her challenges at work, what excited her most about the future. Suddenly, she lit up. Her voice was full of energy, her eyes alive with passion. And I realized something powerful: it's not about showing off how interesting you are. It's about discovering how fascinating she is. Mental stimulation happens in different forms. Curiosity, asking questions that make her think in new ways. Playful banter, teasing lightly, joking cleverly, keeping the energy unpredictable. Emotional intelligence, noticing her moods, reading between the lines, and responding with empathy. Mystery, not in a manipulative, play games way, but by staying genuine and unpredictable, letting her discover new sides of you. When she feels mentally engaged, her mind stays active and curious about you. And for many women, this is the real ignition switch, the spark that turns casual interest into attraction. Stage 3, Anticipation. Here's where most men get it completely wrong. They rush. They think the fastest way to attraction is moving straight toward physical intimacy. But for most women, arousal isn't about speed, it's about anticipation. Think about your favorite movie. Is the best moment the ending, or is it the slow build-up that makes the ending so powerful? Female arousal works the same way. The tension, the waiting, the gradual rise of energy, this is where desire truly grows. One woman I dated once said something that stuck with me forever. "Don't make me rush. Let me want it first." That sentence changed everything I thought I knew. Anticipation builds through subtle moments. Sitting close enough that your arms almost touch, but don't. Letting eye contact linger just a second longer than normal. Casual touches that hint at something more without forcing it, a hand brushing hers, a light touch on her back as you walk through a doorway. These moments create what psychologists call arousal tension, the delicious discomfort of wanting something just out of reach. But anticipation isn't only physical, it's also verbal. A comment that sparks her imagination can be far more powerful than blunt statements. Saying, "You have the kind of smile that makes it impossible to focus," creates a far deeper reaction than simply saying, "You're hot." Time also plays a huge role. Attraction grows not just within one evening, but across days and weeks. The message she thinks about before bed, the excitement of looking forward to the next meeting, the little gaps that let her imagination do the work. Anticipation isn't about withholding, it's about building desire so that when the moment finally comes, it feels inevitable, natural, and electric. Stage 4, Emotional Connection. Physical chemistry might catch her attention, but it's emotional connection that makes her truly desire you. For most women, arousal isn't just a physical reaction, it's an emotional experience. This is where so many men misunderstand attraction. They believe desire is purely about looks or sexual energy. But the truth is, the deeper the emotional bond, the stronger the physical desire becomes. I remember dating a woman where everything looked perfect on the surface. We laughed, we flirted, but something always felt missing. Then one night, I stopped hiding behind my confident mask and admitted a fear I had about my career. Instead of pulling away, she opened up too, sharing her own insecurities. That conversation shifted everything. The emotional intimacy created a depth that made the physical connection feel 10 times stronger. Emotional connection is built through vulnerability, sharing your truth, not just your victories. Empathy, listening to her emotions without trying to fix or dismiss them. Active listening, remembering the little things she says, showing that her world matters to you. When she feels truly understood, when she believes you see her not just as attractive, but as a whole person, her desire deepens. Attraction transforms from surface-level sparks into something magnetic, powerful, and lasting. Emotional connection turns intimacy into something more than physical, it becomes unforgettable. Stage 5, Physical attraction as the catalyst. Only after emotional safety, mental stimulation, anticipation, and emotional connection are established does physical attraction become the catalyst. This is the point where everything built before finally ignites. But here's the key, physical attraction at this stage is not just about looks or technique, it's about presence, confidence, and energy. It's the way your touch feels when it's backed by trust. The way eye contact lingers when emotional intimacy is already strong. Even standing close can carry a charge because anticipation has already been created. Every woman is different. What excites one may not work for another. That's why paying attention, communicating, and adapting in the moment is far more powerful than trying to follow a script. The men who get this wrong start here, thinking looks or moves will do all the work. But the men who understand the process know that physical attraction is the spark that only works once the foundation has been built. I once heard a woman explain it perfectly. There are plenty of attractive men. But there are very few who make me feel safe, understood, excited, and desired all at once. When a man can do that, he becomes irresistible. That's the essence of it. So there it is, the 5 stages of genuine female arousal. Emotional safety. Mental stimulation. Anticipation. Emotional connection. Physical attraction as the catalyst. Most men try to skip to stage 5, then wonder why things don't work out. But arousal isn't a light switch. It's a process. A journey. The statistic I mentioned earlier, 85% of women need multiple emotional and psychological conditions before real arousal happens, comes from actual research. This isn't about women being complicated. It's simply how female sexuality is designed to work. When you understand this, everything changes. You stop relying on tricks. You stop forcing what isn't ready. Instead, you create real connection, real desire, and experiences that feel unforgettable for both of you. If this opened your eyes, make sure to subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. Have you noticed these stages in your own relationships? Which one do you think men overlook the most? Remember, attraction isn't about shortcuts. It's about understanding, respecting, and engaging with the deeper reality of connection.